Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to a spooky build. As the title suggests, today we're building the Hotel Transylvania hotel from the movie. If you see it, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it's a hotel for monsters. The hotel of Call Me Dracula. So this is what we're building. I felt like it is pretty ideal for a spooky build, and it is also one from a movie / show. So I was pretty stoked to actually create that because I haven't created anything from a TV show or movie. If you're watching for a long time, then you know that I have a series which is called From Show to Sims, which basically what I do is I take a building, a house, a restaurant, something from a movie, a TV series, a TV show, and I try to recreate it in The Sims as good as possible. And I haven't done that, I think, since July or something like that. Crazy. So when it came down to the fact that I had to build something for Halloween, and I wanted to be something pretty big, I was pretty excited to build that because, I don't know, my boyfriend has seen this movie, I haven't, and he said it is a pretty good one and a pretty funny one and a bit of emotional, plus it's animation, which I love watching animation movies, so yeah, that was pretty exciting. I haven't seen, as I told you, the movie, but I'm planning on seeing it because I can't actually continue before seeing the movie because I have the feeling that it will have way too many inaccuracies if I build it, and I found many pictures on the internet, and when I say many, okay, I found a few to basically get the idea, but I just want to have a better idea and perception of the castle and everything around it, and I think the only way to have that is by watching the movie. So I built that, the part that you're watching right now, I think last Saturday, and I was planning on continuing that on Sunday, but I had to watch the movie and I was so like extremely tired, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna watch the movie, we're totally gonna watch the movie, and before we even watched the movie, I fell asleep. So that was pretty awesome. And yeah, I'm basically waiting for to watch the movie before I can actually continue. So the part that you are watching right now, you're probably like, what F is that? Why everything goes so freaking fast? And let me tell you. So in order to build that, there is a bridge that basically connects the castle to the land, and of course here we don't have bridges, blah blah blah, bridges, blah blah blah, etc. So I thought, you know what might be a good idea, to actually create it with arches. The arches didn't work well, and I had to test it a lot, and it took me a long amount of time, and when I say a long amount of time, I mean a long one. So the part where I had to basically change so many times those little facts, I decided, you know what, let's just cut it off. But because I thought the cut was kind of weird, and you might thought, oh, it was so easy. Well, it was not. It took me a long time. I decided, you know what, let's just leave it, but let's just speed it up. So yeah, just heads up, that's the reason why that is there. Plus, of course, here in The Sims 4 we don't have terrain tools, and that would look just amazing with terrain tools, and the entire time that I was building it, I was just upset about the fact that we don't have terrain tools. Like, I was so upset with The Sims because I was like, if we had turning tools, then I would create something way more amazing. And it would take me way less amount of time to do that. Because yeah, to create like some sort of a room, or I don't know, maybe a house, it takes a less amount of time in The Sims 4 than it did in The Sims 3, because we actually have less tools. Like, we don't have the create a style tool. The game runs way better, plus that, and also it is the system better, like with the rooms and everything. Now that they are going to add the copy room thing, everything is gonna be way much better and way easier. And we did not have these aspects in The Sims 3, so that took a way longer time. But when I went to basically create a more realistic lake, because it is basically as I saw it in the picture, I'm sorry if I'm saying something wrong, because at this part I just go based by the pictures that I found and few video clips, movie clips actually. So yeah, I might be getting few things wrong, but I tried my best with what I had. I'm gonna watch the movie, don't you worry, before I release the next part. So yeah, what I was saying, yeah, when I had to basically create that thing that the hotel is built in a lake, in the middle of the lake, and next to it are forests and hills and stuff like that, I think, most probably. It was way hard, so that's another part that I speed up, because I felt like it was so boring. It was nerve-wracking, and at the entire part I was like, this is taking forever. And if we had like a smooth tool to do the ground, everything would be so much better. And I don't want to be a complainer, but oh my god, I really miss terrain tools. So I was trying to basically build the wall that goes around the castle, and I wasn't really feeling the half walls. So I decided to maybe try and do that with those broken-like things that came with the get-together. Broken rocks, I guess, some sort. But they didn't really work as well as I thought, or as I hoped, in the smaller tiles. Like, there is not 1x1 tile, which is pretty sad. So I had to go with the technique that basically just, the walls. But I decided to leave that because I feel like it is a pretty good technique. It's a pretty awesome technique. Yeah, as you can see, I'm removing them, but I just liked it, and I thought, you know what, it doesn't really matter. The castle, I really like how the feeling of this entire part, like the exterior, looks like. I haven't gone fully in the interior. In this part, you are only going to see from the interior, basically, I guess you can say it as the main entrance. So yeah, you will see more next Sunday, which I will finish it. This part took me 6.5 hours. I did it in one go, which I'm pretty proud about that. Yeah, I did it in one go, and I had to stop when I reached the part that I finished the main hall, and then I did the layout of the other floors. Totally there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors, 6 floors, something like that. And when I went to basically do the bedroom of Comi Dracula and his daughter, which I don't recall her name, to be honest. Again, I haven't seen the movie. I'm planning to. I had to stop because I could not get everything that I wanted, all the details from a picture. So yeah, I'm not sure if this, well, let me say, Let me try and explain. I want that to go out before Sunday because I feel like people might want to download it a bit earlier. Now it's not in the gallery, and I'm hoping that I will be able to upload it to the gallery somehow, somewhere between, I don't know, basically this week, but on the weekdays, not in the weekend. The thing is, I want to do that because I feel like, you're seeing it, you might like it, and you will probably be like, yeah, but I can't download it, how great, perfect. And I don't want that. Basically, when I see something, I want to get that something. And I'm pretty sad about the fact that I cannot offer you the opportunity to download it right now. But this is all that I have done. The past 1.5 weeks were pretty stressful because I have a lot of stuff to do with my university, and on the 3rd of November I began my midterms, which is causing me even more anxiety than I already have. So I'm already studying for that, and I don't have free time. Straight up, I don't have free time. So I want to basically try and do that before Sunday, that I will have to release the video, because I do release speed builds at least for October every Sunday, as I told you. Well, apart from the one that I released Monday because I was way too tired to basically force record it on Sunday, but hey. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if I will have the time. I will have a link in the description down below. If you're watching that in the future, there will be a link down below to basically download it. And if you follow me on Twitter, I will post it if I manage to release that sooner, because there are many elements for me to release. Basically, I have to watch the movie, which I don't really have time. Today is supposed to be my free day, but it isn't really a free day because I have to do so many recordings and stuff. And we are going to carve pumpkins today, which I'm super excited about that. I'm pretty stoked about pumpkin carving. So yeah, I'm basically going to spend a bit time with my boyfriend, and I'm not going to build that because I haven't watched the movie. Again, I'm hoping to watch the movie this night, and if I do, I hope, don't quote me on that, but I hope that I will be able to build a bit on that between the week, on the night, after I'm done studying, that I will basically sit down and build a bit, so I won't have to do it all on Saturday, because on Saturday is the day that I'm basically recording everything. So if I have to do a build, I will do it on Saturday if I haven't had time to do it within the week. So yeah, if you do want to download that anytime sooner than Sunday, that will be out. Do quote me on that, it will be out on Sunday. You can follow me on Twitter, that I will truly post about it, and you will actually know that there will be a download link here for you to download it. Yeah. And here begins the crappy part. So, in order to do a lake, I had to use a pool, of course. The thing is that I don't really have that much fun doing pools. I find them quite hard, and it is pretty nerve-wracking. I try to basically make it look like a lake, so you can actually see that. As a flooring, I have put the dirt, and I think I used either green or brown wallpaper, I don't really recall, and I'm going to put rocks all around it. That took forever, and trees, but that was so worth it. It was so worth it. I don't have screenshots at the end of the video, but it was so worth it. It is everything. I truly love it. How it ended up looking like, the exterior, because I haven't finished the interior. If you have actually seen the movie, or if you have any ideas on like what to do, please leave them down below and I will definitely do them, because for now in my mind I think there is a mod for you running a hotel, but how many people actually are using that mod? I don't think that many. And then again, I felt like maybe we will do that as a house, but then I felt like way too many rooms for it to be a house. Plus, who basically plays that as an actual house? No, because there will be way too many bedrooms. I think it is an octagonal, so wait, 16, 15. I think there's 17 bedrooms in total, something like that, and let's be honest, who plays a family with at least 17 sims? I don't think that many people, and specifically to do something that creepy, I think way less. So basically what I am going to do, or what at least I'm thinking to do, is to basically release that as a restaurant. So we'll have the main floor, which is basically the entry, and then we'll have the 2 floors underneath that I'm going to keep the exact same as the movie, or at least one of them. That, you know, there is that octagonal room that it has, I guess, the bedrooms, the hotel rooms, actually, not the bedrooms. Ooh, someone is frying potatoes, like someone is doing French potatoes, and I'm so in love with that. Okay, get it together, I'm hungry. It's time to eat. So yeah, things are not going well for me. Okay, I'm getting hungry. Shut up. What I was saying, yeah, I will do one level like with hotel rooms, and then I'm thinking the other one can be for the staff as a restaurant, that if you don't have the pack, you can just have it as a blank level and download it, I don't know for what other use. And then we're going to actually have another level with the bedroom of the family, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, and then we'll have the restaurant in the restrooms. At least this is how I think I'm gonna do it. If you have any other suggestions, leave them down below, again, as I told you, because I feel like as a restaurant, people might download it, you know? I feel like it will get more use, because I know, at least for personal experience, I don't use anything but restaurants. I don't use spas. Like, I might do a spa in my own lot, but I won't visit a spa. I might do a gym at my own lot, but I won't visit a gym. I will never visit for no reason a library or a museum, and I think many people are like that. But restaurants, yeah, you do visit them. This is the one good aspect. Bars I do visit very rarely though. So this is why I think that I might go as a restaurant. And here is the part that I told you, that I speed it up. You can see, like, I used a little cool effect that looks a bit more spooky, like an old movie and stuff. I know that this goes way faster, and when I was building it, I specifically tried to keep the camera as steady as possible, because I did want it to basically speed that up, because I would not want to watch all of that happening. I was upset while I was doing it, so why would I want to watch someone do all of that? Like, it's not fun. But it looks so cool afterwards. It's just everything, you know. I really loved it. It took me forever, yeah, it did, but it does look cool. So I decided, you know what, let's keep the camera as steady as possible, and let's try at least our best to make that look good, and when I speed that up. So you won't basically get as dizzy as the first part that I speed it up, because at the first part I was just trying my best to find what was working, and I didn't even realize that it took me so long. So yeah, as I was saying before I talk about the speed part, if you have any other better idea as for not a restaurant to do it as something else, leave them down below and I will seriously consider it, because I don't have any ideas. Like, this is my only idea. You will see that I basically created it with already a restaurant to think that the host station, I think? No. The host booth? You know what I'm talking about. You definitely know what I'm talking about. But kinda hidden. So you can use it as a hotel if you're using that mod. You can still use it as a house if you do want to, even though that reception would look kinda... it wouldn't really make sense, basically. And if you don't have Dine-Out, I guess you can still download it and use it as whatever you want. But again, if you have any other better suggestions, let me know. So what I could basically see from the pictures was that the reception was pretty big, and it had like a little how is it called? Like, not diagonal. I guess P would be a pretty good explanation. Stairs, not P, it's not a P. F? I don't know. Like, the little stairs that turn. Basically, this is what they had, but of course that's not a possibility here. And it also had a fireplace, so the basic reason why I wanted that to be bigger was to add the fireplace, because you can see it in the entrance, and you can see red curtains hanging from the rooftop, but I couldn't really do that and make it look good, so I decided to basically add red curtains around. You will see that in a bit. Plus I carried that red curtain thing all around, not all around, like up to what I've done the hotel, and I really like it. I think it gives like some sort of elegancy, and also it gives like this old little vibe, which I really like, to be honest. I think it looks cool. So yeah, I used a lot of red in the reception room, and I used a few plants in the little like curtain spots, I guess, if you want to call them that. I don't know. Plus it had that so full-on wall with keys that I really loved. So to do that, I basically got the keys from base game and I put them all together. It's not as cool as the movie, but it is pretty cool. And it had some sort of bookcases, I'm not sure. I'm thinking them as logistic books, because that actually is what makes sense. So yeah, over there it had 2 doors next to the reception, which I guess is for the staff. I'm not completely sure if these doors can be used, because they are inside of a staircase. So I know that people can get teleported behind staircases, which is a bug of the game, but I haven't really tested it and I don't really care if it works or not. I basically did it for the aesthetic purposes of that. Yeah, there is a scene that I saw, at least I did not find photos of it, that Comic Dracula basically opens an elevator, which we don't have and we are going to have in City Living, but we won't be able to use them in the home lodge. So, I just did my best with what I could. Imagine that looking like, yeah, that basically he walks down a hallway and there are little goblins, I guess you can call them, that guard each and every door. Which I guess these are the fancy doors, like the fancy bedrooms of the hotel. So I'm thinking maybe to transform the bedrooms as dining areas. So it would be like private dining areas. That's my thought on it. I don't know. Again, I will have to watch the movie before having to finalize anything. But yeah, please let me know. Also, there is another scene that when they're in this octagonal room, he opens one door and this door is a bathroom. So I'm like, what on earth? So basically you enter from a bathroom? I don't know. See, I'm completely confused because I haven't watched the movie and I need to watch both the first and the second one. And that's a long time. That's a lot of time that I currently don't have, so yay! That room in the back, I decided to do it something as a staff room or something like that. I don't really know how it's gonna turn out. I have no idea. But I'm remaining hopeful, basically. See, in this part I didn't know how to basically get the stairs because these two rooms, the one is for Dracula and the other one is for his daughter, which I felt like that made sense. But then how are we going to go in the upper floor? Because I was using those double doors everywhere, and I couldn't use them there, so yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you will have an amazing day and take care. Bye.